Introducing the all-new Seiko SLA057 with a striking gilt and black sunray dial. What a bewitching watch. And guess what? We have number 99. Yes, an amazing number to get. 99, Wayne Gretzky, the great one. And it's fitting for this watch because this watch is a great one. And if you want to buy this watch, email me down below in the description and we'll discuss it. And you will also receive a free Kavar Jewelers watch roll. That's their logo. And it's actually pretty nice. I haven't used it before, but it says Kavar there. And these come off. All right, with buttons. But what are you getting for your money? Is this watch worth it? At 4,600 USD? You know what? In this video, I'm gonna try to find out. We did review the 055, the ice blue frozen dial, and there's a slight difference. The blue one, SLA055, has a flat cutout around the date window. This one has a beveled cutout. I believe the texture on that ice dial, they couldn't do the bevel. I think it would crack. So there must have been some kind of a difficulty with that pattern on the dial. So this one does have a bevel and it's a sunray black dial. Absolutely gorgeous. I asked Kavar Jewelers, hey, was the 057 hard to get? And they just said one word, yes. So at 600 units, if you're thinking about investments, you know what? You should only be looking at a couple brands. But because we're only at 600 here, you're going to hold value at least. And in 5 to 10 years, you know what? You might even make money, but don't buy it for investment. Buy it because you love incredible timepieces. And there is a lot to love here. We have a highly legible, symmetrical dial with indices that have ridges that just catch the light in a beautiful way. I'm a big fan of these indices. It does pay homage to the 6159, 7001, but this is clearly a reimagination. It is a fresh look, and you can tell right away with that bezel, that gorgeous ever brilliant steel. Oh, look at that. Look at those lugs. They just are mind-blowing. I'm in love with ever brilliant steel. A lot of people wishing this had an ever brilliant steel bracelet. Well, Seiko already said the material is hard to work with. And you know what? It's so bright, I think it would look strange. But I wish they would do it just to quiet the critics. I strongly believe that all Seiko divers, just like the ones in the past, belong on a rubber strap. They just look better. I know when you're buying in the luxury realm, and that's what this is, you want a bracelet, you want it fancy, you want it like jewelry, you want people to notice. We have a 20 mil chocolate bar strap tapering down to 18. And I love that they brought back the chocolate bar and they brought it back to perfection because the thickness is just so spot on with the side of the case. Doesn't look too thin for the watch. It's well done. However, the keeper is a big ding for me. Not signed and really painful on the wrist. Seiko needs to learn from G-Shock. When we look at the G-Shock keeper, it's highly polished, rounded edges, and it tapers down. I hardly feel this keeper on my wrist. So you can see how thick it is, but it tapers down right there. It's very comfortable. The dimensions of this watch are 42.6 in diameter, and we have a thickness of 13.1, but there is a slight dome on that sapphire crystal. All right, it almost has an oil-filled look. It looks like it is a double dome, and the domes have different angles, creating that effect. We have drilled lugs here and a lug to lug of 49.3. Nice, long, elegant reach here. This one is a tad big for my wrist. If they made this in 40, Kavar would not get this watch back. Actually, you know what? I'm trending downwards. I love 38, 39, so I would want a 39. If I'm wishing, then I might as well get the perfect size. We have a nice big 7 mil crown here that's very grippy and it screws down perfectly every time. I may have unscrewed it a couple hundred times while doing the macros, keeping the hands at 10-10, and I never had to backspin it. It just worked flawlessly every time. This also has Seiko's new replaceable crown tube system. They use this steel in the critical components of marine structures. So like a bridge that lives in salt water. Can you imagine how long this metal is going to last on your wrist? So with the replaceable crown tube, you have a lifetime watch and your kid's lifetime and their kid's lifetime. So I love that Seiko is thinking about longevity here. The hands are beautifully brushed with high polished bevel, Marine Master style hands, and the finishing is not quite Grand Seiko, but it's close. Superior to Rolex? Yeah, it is actually. When I take my new lenses, some of you may have noticed I have new lenses. When I take my new lens, I can always find specks on the Rolex. The bezel glides very buttery and smooth. Nice dampened quality feel. Ceramic bezel insert, that gold creamy color. Let's have a listen. Okay, we are going to do the weight. 115 grams. We are going to check her out on the Timegrapher. The 8L35 movement is hand assembled in Japan Grand Seiko Studio. And not only that, the escape wheel. Each tooth is individually hand polished. Amazing. 26 joules, 50 hours, hack hand wind, automatic, and you can hear it 28.8 VPH. You're gonna get a smooth sweep, unlike the Seamaster with the jagged 25.2. All right, so strong amplitude here, basically 300, and looks stable at +2. The movement also uses MEMS technology. There are no stand parts. Everything is milled or forged. It's amazing. Sprawn 610 hairspring developed in 2009. Took 5 years. It's basically cobalt, nickel, and a couple other alloys. It's anti-magnetic, ultra stretchy, returns to form. And as you can see here, it does a lot of heavy lifting. Wow. All right. So +2 dial up, +2 dial down, no error. Amplitude not bad still, 273. Overall, this movement is awesome. There is the Lume shot, very powerful, basically the same as a Marine Master 300. But this one has the date window at 4:30, so we have those symmetrical indices and it looks gorgeous. We do have Lume on the bezel insert, just at 12. Fantastic Lume, as usual. Seiko's high-end line of watches is something very special. Not the typical D-bag watch for showing off. It's a watch you buy to keep. It's a watch you buy because you love quality, history, and you want to watch from a house with tons of pedigree. And to be honest, watchmaking just wouldn't be the same without Seiko. So you gotta have one. You might as well have one of their best. And the SLA057 is definitely up there. I think moving forward, Seiko does need to establish some kind of seal of approval, kind of like how Patek made their own seal and Rolex has superlative chronometer. I believe they should make one for the high-end line. I don't know what they can call it. Japanese chronometer certification? I don't know, something like that. I think that is the key major gap in the Seiko line and it needs to be addressed. Hopefully someone at Seiko sees this and puts a movement forward. At least give a certification to 8L and maybe 6L. It would drastically improve the image because people love titles. Now let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, and if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.